This root chakra vagus nerve yoga is so nourishing. It's going to give you safety, ease, and calm in your body. So today, you're going to start lying down. You'll need a strap and a block for today's class. So you're going to start lying down with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. We're going to start with a somatic experiencing body scan. So take a moment to feel your body arriving here. Notice the weight of your body, the bottoms of your feet, the back of your pelvis, the back of your rib cage and shoulder blades, the back of your head. And feel the support of the earth underneath you. And let yourself drop your awareness into your back body. So the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, the length of your spine, the backs of your arms, the back of your pelvis, the bottom of your feet. So your back body really connects you with support, with rest, allowing the world to come to you. And just notice what you feel right now. You might feel support, you might feel restlessness, you might feel tension or holding. There's no right or wrong or better best here. Just notice without needing to change anything. And if you need to discharge extra energy, you can wiggle your body from side to side. So if you're feeling that restlessness, you can do a somatic release to let go of the excess energy. You don't have to be still and fight against the restlessness. Now shift your awareness to the front of your body, your face, chest, belly, thighs, shins, the top of your feet. This is how our bodies meet the world. It's the part of us that comes into connection with others. It's the way we reach forward, the way we express ourselves, the way we move into life. So notice what it feels like to inhabit the front of your body. Is there ease here? Protection? Openness? And again, we're not going for a right answer. The right answer is bringing awareness to what is. And now sense into your side body, from the outer arms, down through the ribs, your waist, the outside of your pelvis and hips, the outside of your legs, the side of your head where your ears are. So the side of our body can be about how we navigate relationships and space, how we turn, pivot, connect with what's beside us. And just notice too the difference between your right and left side. There's no body with complete symmetry, so just feel those subtle differences. And even if one side feels more present. And then bring awareness to the crown of your head, the way it orients you upwards in space, connects you with the sky, the heavens, the sun, the yang energy. And then the soles of your feet rooting into the earth. So sense yourself connected between sky and ground, moving in both directions. And then finally sense your whole body, the back, the front, the sides, above and below. How you're supported, how you meet the world, how you navigate relationships, how you're connected between the sky and the earth. And let yourself rest in the wholeness of that awareness. Take a deep breath in. Let it fall out of your mouth. And just take a moment to set an intention for how you want to be in this class, what you want to receive. My intention for this class is that this root chakra vagus nerve be very nourishing, easeful, calm, and create a sense of safety between your body and your environment. So we're going to start with knee to chest pose. Okay, for knee to chest pose, we'll start with our right leg. So we're pressing on our ascending colon first. I like to hold on behind my knee so I'm not putting any pressure on my knee. You can also have your left leg bent. I'm going to keep mine long today. So our root chakra connects us with safety and resourcing so that we can thrive and not just survive. You can release your right leg down and draw your left leg in. So now you're pressing on your descending colon. So when it comes to your vagus nerve, the parts of your vagus nerve that innervate your root chakra are innervating through the colon, the large intestine. Then you can release your left leg. We're going to take your strap and place it around your right foot and draw your right leg in. And again, you could have your left leg bent. So just notice what feels better for you and your body. It's part of resourcing yourself. So opening up the backs of your legs, drawing your toes towards your face. And then cross your right leg over your body. Keep the back of your leg open. Keep drawing your leg towards you. You want to feel sensation along the outside of your legs, maybe into your glutes. Draw your right leg back to center and draw it in. And then gently open it out to the side. And then back in. And then you can release your right leg down. And just feel the difference between the gesture leg, the leg you've moved already, and the leg that's been resting on the ground. And feel it all the way up through your torso, your shoulder, the right side of your head. And then we'll go ahead and hook up your left foot. Draw your left leg in. You can have your right leg bent or straight. And then you're going to keep opening up the back of your leg, lengthening it out, and cross it over your body while still drawing it in. I want to feel sensation on the outside of your leg, maybe into your glutes. Bring your leg in again. And open it out to the side. And one more time, back to the center. Then you can release your left leg down and pause again. Just feel maybe more evenness across both legs, through your pelvis, through your torso. Notice how it feels to not be in a rush. And then you're going to roll to your side and come onto your stomach. So here you can rest your forehead on your hands. And just take a moment to roll your pelvis from side to side, rock it. So your root chakra will emotionally ground you in safety. So instead of rushing and fixing, let's just see if we can stay curious through this class. Okay, and then you're going to tuck both toes under, lift through your knees, and reach back through your heels. And we're going to inhale here, exhale, and lengthen long through your right leg. And then lower. Keep drawing your lower belly up off the ground, lengthen long through your left leg. And then lower your legs down. Now let's take our arms and legs in an X, a small X. And you're going to inhale, exhale, reach long through your right leg until you cross it over your body. And then come back to center. Reach your left leg long and cross it over your body. And then come back to center. And you're going to bend your left arm, bend your right leg, reach around, hold on to your right foot or your right ankle. Roll your right shoulder back and up and pull your heel away from your buttocks. And then you're going to slowly lower down. We'll switch sides, so your right arm is going to come in front. Bend your left leg. You're going to reach around, hold on to your foot or your ankle. And you could stay here with the quad stretch, or you can pull your buttocks away. Okay, and then we're going to come up, and we're going to come onto we're not going to go onto all fours. We're going to sit with your legs out in front of you. Okay, so legs in front of you, hands behind you to lift up through your spine. And you're going to inhale here, exhale, curl your toes and draw your toes back. And then your whole foot goes forward and your whole foot comes back. And then circle your feet. And see how smooth you can get those circles to be and how big. And then the other way. And then cross one leg over the other. I'm going to start with the right just so you can see what I'm doing. You're going to spread your toes and put your fingers between them. And then you're going to bend them forward and back. I don't know if you can see my fingers, but they're just covered with turmeric. I made turmeric, ginger, lemon shots this morning, and the turmeric is everywhere on my hands. And then you're going to bend them back and forth. And then let's just keep your fingers between your toes and circle your whole foot. In the other direction. And then just place that foot down and feel the difference between your 2 feet. And let's do that on the other side. So you're going to put your fingers between your toes and start by bending the toes forward and back, side to side. You can circle them too. And then circle the whole foot. Okay, and then place one foot in front of you and lift just your big toe. And then you may be able to do this without holding your big toe down, but hold your big toe down and lift just the rest of your toes. Okay, and then let's do that on the other side. So let's just lift the big toe, keeping the other 4 toes down. And then switch so that you've got just the big toe down and lift the other 4 toes. And you might need to hold that big toe down until your other 4 toes get stronger. Okay. And then you're going to maybe use a block. You might not need to. And if this doesn't work for you because you're fascia, you can always just massage the bottom of your feet instead. But we're going to do toe stand. So I like to use the block for my knees and then reach down and tuck the baby toes under and sit back on your heels. So the root chakra, like the roots of a plant, ask you to reach down into the ground and to receive nourishment. And right here, we're really opening up those foot chakras so that you can draw in nourishment through the bottom of your feet. Okay, and then you can release. And you're going to take that block now, with your knees bent, your feet flat on the floor in front of you. Put the block between your knees and really press down through your sit bones and lengthen up through your spine. Now, if this doesn't work because you have slipped discs or herniated discs, then lie on your back and do an ab curl instead. So here, pull the block towards you. Arms come in front. You're going to inhale here. You're going to exhale. You're going to lean back. And you could leave your arms here, or you can take them out to the side. And then come forward and up. And open your knees and just give yourself a break here. So lots of things going on here in terms of nervous system safety. One is that we did effort and now we're doing relaxation. And it's good that you cycle through these. We don't want our nervous system to be always in activation, but we don't actually want it always to be in calm either. We want to be able to flexibly move through times of effort and then be able for our body to relax enough that we can go into times of ease. So signs that we're in sympathetic activation are fear, rushing, tightening in our bodies, especially in your upper back, neck, and shoulders, bracing, agitation, feeling wired and overstimulated. And then our bodies respond well to memories of safety, feelings of security, and calm. So ask yourself what that is for you, things that bring those feelings of safety, security, and calm. Okay. Now hug the block between your knees again. And then you're going to inhale, lengthen up through your spine. Exhale, you're going to lean back. This time, let's see, maybe you're going to take your arms overhead this time. Stay long through your spine. Okay, and then you can bring your arms down, open your knees, and rest here. So there's this one thing that I've noticed recently in our membership community right now, we're doing a digital detox. And one thing that I mentioned to them this week that I've really noticed is that one of the things that really agitates me is trying to follow a recipe online. This might sound like a really simple thing, but all those pop-ups, it's like whack-a-mole trying to get them down, and you can't even see the recipe anymore. So one thing that I've found that's really brought me a sense of safety and nourishing and calm and just real coziness in my body is to go back to using real cookbooks, like with paper and pictures. And it's just bringing me so much satisfaction and joy right now. So I've got a couple of cookbooks. I'm going to look at thrift shops and so on, but let me know in the comments your favorite cookbook, because I feel like this is such a thing that's bringing me a sense of nourishment and safety right now. I want to really lean into it. Like it's a glimmer. I want it to become a glow. So yeah, let me know your favorite cookbooks in the comments, and I'll look for them at thrift shops and secondhand stores and stuff. Okay, we're gonna come all the way up to standing now, so you can choose how you want to do that. I'm thinking a down dog. Okay, so from standing, we're going to do Tadasana mountain pose, and feet are going to be underneath your hips. Lift and spread those toes that we've already just done that delicious toe series, foot series with. Reach your legs down long into the ground, and then feel your spine lengthen up. And if you feel so inspired, take your arms overhead. Lift your collarbones, and imagine yourself being strong and unmovable like a mountain. Mountains have lots of things going on them, but there's that steadiness and stillness with them still. And from here, we're going to inhale, come up onto the balls of your feet, and exhale, you're going to lower your heels down. So we're going to go back and forth from the balls of your feet back to feeling your whole foot on the ground. You can bring your arms down if they're getting tired. That might have been helping. How about we do it with the arms? So you can inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Okay, from here, draw your right knee into your chest. So knee to chest pose standing. Notice how this feels different when you're balancing. And then you can come from here into tree pose. So from knee to chest into tree pose. Hands at your heart center. And then hands overhead. You can release that side down. Feel your whole right foot on the ground and lift your left knee. So knee to chest pose standing. Into tree pose. Maybe taking your arms overhead. And go slowly lower. I'm so glad you're here and that we're doing this together. You're going to take your feet shoulder width apart again. You're going to inhale, take your arms up. And exhale, you're going to sit back into chair pose, coming up onto your toes again, and lowering down. And then we're going to come up, standing. Take your feet wide. Turn your toes out. Pull your knees back. Drop your tailbone down. We're going to come up into Goddess Victory Squat. And then inhale, come up, toe heel it in, stand in the center of your mat. You can stand on your left leg. Your right leg is going to be slightly bent. And you're just going to tip forward. And then we're going to come back up again. So inhale, tip forward. And exhale, come back up. Then we're going to switch sides. So you're going to be on your right foot now. Just bending that left leg slightly so you transfer all your weight onto your right leg. And inhale, reach forward. And exhale, come back up to standing. And then step your feet to shoulder width apart again. Let's do that whole sequence again. So you're going to inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, sit down into chair pose, coming up onto your toes as you inhale. Exhale, lowering your heels down. And then you're going to stand up, take your feet wide on your mat, turn your toes out, pull your knees back, drop your tailbone, sit down into Goddess Victory Squat. And then come on up again, and let's do those Warrior 3 tips again. So stand on your left leg, lengthen it long, just bend your right leg so you can really go into your left leg, and then inhale, reach forward, and exhale, stand. And we're going to switch. Great. And from here, we're going to come down onto your block. We'll try this if your knees let you, okay? So let's exhale, curl down, turn your toes out, and you're going to sit down on your block. Okay? And as you sit on your block, you're going to take your arms to the inside of your legs to open up your legs. And you're going to inhale, rotate, and exhale, come back center. So our root chakra is really about being present and letting your body be your home. And let's just come with your left hand down and your right hand up and pause. And then come back. Take your right hand down and your left hand up. Okay, and then come down and you're going to sit on your mat. And sorry, I didn't tell you this prop before, but if you have it, you could roll up your mat. You could sit on the edge of a rolled up yoga strap. But I'm going to sit on the edge of a folded blanket and take both of your legs out in front. Okay, and just take a moment here to use your hands to feel the backs of your legs against the ground and lengthen up your spine. And then roll your pelvis over your leg bones and come into a seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. So befriending our bodies with kindness is lifelong maintenance. We can tend to get locked in narratives of not feeling enough, wanting to control situations around ourselves. And our nervous system is scanning for the way we think things should be versus scanning for cues of safety, resourcing, and calm. So just take a moment right now to scan your space and find those cues of safety, resourcing, and calm. So we can really create our own environments of safety, resourcing, and calm. And then you're going to come up. Let's just do a twist here. And twist to the other side. And then you can make your way down to rest for Shavasana. So take your final resting position. And again, feel the support of the earth underneath you. Notice how your body's feeling now at the end of the class compared to the beginning of the class. And just notice how your sense of resourcing and safety has shifted from the beginning of the class. Feel how you're more able to connect with the earth, to resource yourself, to find that nourishment. Notice how you're feeling emotionally now too. Perhaps you're feeling more grounded in calm and ease. And maybe even your yoga practice is a way that your body responds to memories of safety and feelings of security and calm. So let yourself be present here. Let your body be your home. And know that this is an ongoing process. It's not something that you arrive at, become perfect at, but that our nervous system is always fluctuating, always seeking for signs of safety, and that we can befriend our body with kindness again and again and again. So place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Just notice how you feel here. And make an intention, an aspiration to carry these sensations with you off your mat and into your life. And then when you feel ready, you can start to wiggle and stretch out a little bit. Let your breath maybe deepen a little bit. And you can bend your knees, roll to your side, and make your way up to seated. I want to thank you so much for being here, for yourself, for taking this time for you. You could be anywhere right now doing anything, and there are so many things calling for our attention. And it means so much to me. I'm really touched that you spent this time practicing with me for this root chakra vagus nerve yoga. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this class, it really does help us out if you give it a like and leave a comment. And in the comments, let me know what recipe books you love, because that's how I'm feeling resourced and calm and nourished right now. Also, you can let me know your tools too. And if you think somebody else would enjoy this, be sure to send it to them, or subscribe to the channel if you'd like more classes like this. Thanks so much for being with me today.